Hi, I'm Claire and welcome back to Quietly Crafted. For today's video, we're gonna do what it's called the double crochet stitch. If you are from the UK, this would be considered as the treble crochet stitch. So let's get started. So I have this green handicraft yarn and this was just lying around, and then I do have my handy 5.5 millimeter hook. So you can see, I'm just going to put that close to the camera. So let's get started. All right, so for any start of the stitch, of course, we need to do a slip knot, and then also we'll do a basic chain. If you want to just watch those videos, I have a video on just doing the slip knot and also the basic chain, the chain stitch. I do have those videos posted in the description. So let's get started. So let's take our yarn, make sure that it is facing the bottom, the end part. Wrap it around your index and middle finger, and then make a loop. Feed it through the yarn from behind. Then you have your loop. Grab your hook, and then pull it through using your working yarn. Okay, here you go. There you go. So now we have a basic slip knot. Okay, so let me rewind that again. Okay, so end part of the yarn at the bottom, wrap it around with your index and your middle finger. Put through your working yarn from behind of that loop. Okay, and then you have this loop here. And now take your crochet hook, insert through that loop, and then pull using your working yarn so that it closes that slip knot. Okay, and then I'm using the other part of that yarn just to make it tighter. All right, and now to start your project, you need to, how I personally do it is that I usually have it around my pinky, between my pinky and my ring finger, and then between index and your middle finger, and then you hold it with your thumb and your middle finger. Okay, so let's get started. So we'll start chaining about 10. So, or actually, let's chain for 11 chain stitches. So yarn over, pull through the loop, and that's 1. Yarn over, pull through, 2, yarn over, pull through 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, if I can get that through, 7. This is number 8. Gonna roll some more yarn here. So 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, and there's your 11 stitches. So now what we're gonna do is the double crochet. So not using this one here, just gonna bring it closer. We're not gonna use this loop here where you just ended. We're gonna start on the second one, on this one right here. So to start this stitch, you need to yarn over, and then in that loop that we were, or in that stitch that we were referring to, insert your hook there, then yarn over, pull through that loop, so now you have 3, and then yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops on your hook. Okay, so now you have 2, and then yarn over again, and then pull through those 2 loops, and there you have it. Now it does look a bit messy, and that end loop is pretty big, but trust me on this one, trust in the process. That loop is going to close. Okay, so we're gonna do another for the next 9. So we're gonna do that all over again. So gonna unravel more yarn. Okay, all right. So next, in the next loop right here, in the next stitch. So again, yarn over. It's gonna fix myself. Okay, yarn over. Insert your hook through that loop. Yarn over again. Pull through the first 2 loops. Yarn over, and then pull through the other 2. Okay. Let's try it once more. So, yarn over, insert that hook through the loop, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the second 2. Okay, then yarn over again, insert your hook in the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2. And then let's do another one. Yarn over again. Insert your hook in the next stitch. Yarn over, pull through. All right, and then yarn over, pull through first 2. Okay, 1 second here. There we go. So yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, and then yarn over, pull through the next 2, and then you keep going until you reach the end. So I'm going to make the rest of the double crochet in each of the next loop, and then we'll get to the end shortly. Now the first row can get a little tricky, but once you get going with your project, then it gets easier. And also, as you can see, that loop that we saw at the very beginning, it's going to remove that crochet hook there. And as you can see, like that loop at the very beginning is now hidden in our stitches. So like I said, trust the process. All right, so let's get back into this. All right, so yarn over, insert your hook in the next stitch. Okay, there and there. Okay, just gonna unravel more yarn. Okay. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch, yarn over. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so that's yarn over, insert that hook in through the loop, then yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the second 2. Okay, yarn over, pull or insert in the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2. All right, and then we have 1 more stitch that we have to do. So yarn over, insert your hook in the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through the second set. And there you have it. So first row done with your double crochet stitches. So now let's do the second row. So what we're gonna do here is that we are going to chain 1 and turn. Okay. Now, not from the working stitch that you just came from. So it's right about here, right here. You'll be working on this one right here. It's gonna put that in focus. Right here, where my hook is pointing at, right there. So yarn over, and then what we're gonna do is that we are going to insert our hook so that it goes underneath. See that the V looking shape here on this stitch right here? We are going to insert our hook underneath that V, that letter V. Okay, so let me adjust myself. Okay. So yarn over, insert your hook right here. It's gonna grab it with my hook right here. Okay, so I'm able to insert my hook there. Lots of space, right? Then yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and then yarn over, pull through the second set, and there's your first double crochet on that row. So let's do it again on the next one. So yarn over, insert your hook in the next stitch. I'm just gonna grab it with my hook so that I can make that bigger. So insert your hook in the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2, and then yarn over, pull through the second. Okay. So we're gonna do that again. So again, yarn over, and then insert our hook into that stitch, both loops in underneath the V, like so. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through the last 2. And we're gonna keep going until we reach at the very end. So I'll see you guys at the very end right here. Okay, so I just made my double crochet, so I'm off camera, so I am at the end, so I have about 3 stitches to go. So about right here. All right, so I'm just going to do the last 3 with you, and then we're going to turn. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and then yarn over, pull through the second 2. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the second 2. All right. Okay, so that is actually my last stitch on that row. So we're gonna chain 1, and then we're gonna turn, and then the same steps as before. So not on your working loop, but we are gonna start on this one right here. Okay, so yarn over again, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through the first 2, and then yarn over, pull through the second 2. Okay, and then we're gonna keep going until we reach the end. So feel free to crochet along with me. This is a great project when you are doing when you're doing scarves, or I did a market bag. A lot of people do a lot of granny squares with this, hats, you name it. This is one of the basic stitches in crochet, and you can also do a variety of other stitches, such as the shell stitch, and of course there's so many other stitches as well that uses, well, the double crochet. So I am going to continue my double crochet on camera on here, and then of course I will show you an example of where I used this double crochet on a project. Okay, so one of my previous projects was this really simple but cute dishcloth that I did with some leftover yarn, and as you can tell, the stitches are, well, the double crochet that I showed you. So I did a few rows. So this is about well, I can't remember how many inches it is, but I think it's about 6 inches, 6 or 6.5. And then I was just experimenting, and I made these what they call the shell stitch, which, as you can tell, perhaps, that it is made out of 5 double crochet stitches into one stitch from below. So this is actually really cute, and I do have other stitches as well, or other projects that consist of the double crochet, so which is really cool. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 more rows of the double crochet tutorial that I just showed you. Feel free to come back to this video at any time, rewind and rewatch. You're more than welcome to do that. I do have some other tutorials and also projects that I would like to do on this channel. Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.